Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about things you could be getting out of not healing. So when we are on this inner work journey and we feel that we've been on it for years and we're not anywhere near where we would like to be, there could be a reason for that. I have actually created a video called Why I Cannot Heal that I would highly advise you watching. But let's get straight into it right now. So, number one, your needs for connection are getting met through you being unhealed. So, we all have 6 basic emotional needs that literally need to be met. So, whether we are going about getting these needs met directly in healthy, conscious ways or not, these needs are getting met. So, it must be a number one priority for all of us to ensure that each one of these 6 basic human emotional needs are being met in direct, healthy, conscious ways to avoid us falling into the pattern of getting these needs met unconsciously in extremely detrimental ways to us. So the need for connection is super important. We are social species. We need one another. Whether we are introverted, extremely independent, it doesn't matter. We need to connect with other human beings. So if we have learned that when we are low, when things are going wrong, we actually get more support and more involvement than we do when things are going well, we will often opt for things not to go so well. And therefore we can get that need for connection met. And if we also bond with others via complaining, gossiping, competing with the idea that you have it worse than one person and oh well, things go really wrong for me, because it's quite common that we can do this to appear humble and unthreatening, again to meet the need for connection, and then it can become this kind of pity party, and we don't want that. We want to be quiet when people are complaining, and we want to be detached because it's very low vibrational energy, gossiping and complaining, etc. It's very negative energy that we don't want in our lives. So this is a great way to learn how to build connections in healthier ways. And it may be that, the connections I currently have are not supportive. I need to therefore go and foster new connections. Another surprising need that can be getting met through not healing is the need for significance. So you'd think, well, how can I be significant if I'm really unhealed and stuck and not moving forward? And it ties into the need for connection in that when you are really struggling, a lot of people will share deep sympathy for you and actually hold you at the center of their attention and think, wow, what happened? She was so confident. He was so confident. She was so happy. She was so successful. And now she's this. It still creates significance in the form of other people's care and condolences for you. So it kind of meets both of those needs. And if that is the case, if your trauma is meeting these needs to such a level that you are not moving forward, then it's urgent that your number one priority is gaining significance in your own life in healthy ways, as well as building a support system of people that can be your way of getting your needs met for connection. Great place to start with this is group therapy, because this can be a way out if all you've ever known is kind of gossipy, complainy, low vibe kind of communication. Group therapy can be a really good way to get that need for connection and support met in a healthy environment. I'd highly advise you start there for that. And in terms of the need for significance, very simple little exercise that completely changed my life was buying a diary and writing in my diary in the morning 3 things that I am absolutely fundamentally doing no matter what. When I completed those things, and they were big things, they don't have to be huge, but things that require a bit of effort and they're going in the direction of what you want. When I could tick that off, I truly felt significant. I truly felt like, wow, I am smashing life. I am doing so well. So it has to be consistent. And this is why it's important to say, no matter how I feel, no matter what happens today, these 3 things are getting done end of story. And having that structure can really build your confidence, and you just show that you're being consistent, you're disciplined. It's such a high vibe place to be. So I'd highly advise you practicing that as well. So simple, so simple and easy. So I'd highly advise doing that. Number 3 is you are being protected from the fatal flaw. So the fatal flaw is the idea that underneath all of this, we are fundamentally faulty in some way, and if anyone saw the real us, it would just be a disaster, it would be the end of the world. They would definitely reject us, and we would not be able to survive that rejection. So it is much safer to have all these problems keeping me safe from that, because that would be way worse than being stuck, playing small, etc. Of course, this is a massive distortion. I've talked about this in other videos. Huge distortion. It is not true. There is nothing fundamentally wrong with any of us, especially not you. If you're watching this channel, you've got great taste. And trust me, although playing small and staying stuck may be protecting you from something, in the end, it will be way more painful to look back over your precious life that you have unfortunately wasted because of this distortion that there is something wrong with you, when there is nothing wrong with you. That is going to be way more painful than even if someone did see the real you and did reject you and even said to you, you are not worthy of my time, and were rude to you and it crushed you. That pain is going to be so much better than the pain of a wasted life. Trust me. If you don't believe me, it is your time to start researching books from people who are at the end of their lives. There's a book called Regrets of the Dying, for example, and I hope that YouTube doesn't cancel me for saying that, because I think that's a banned word, but let's see. But yes, great book. I'm going to link it below. There's many other books as well that I would highly recommend reading. I think the more and more you educate yourself on the finite reality of life, you just stop caring what people are thinking, what people are saying. You are okay with rejection because you think, actually, do you know what? Rejection is not that bad. You need to start also getting more afraid of regret, because regret is dawning on you if you keep doing this. This is not an effective strategy. It is time to heal. Now, this does not apply to people that have literally just been through something traumatic and have no idea about inner work, have never spoken to a therapist, have never read a book about inner work. It's just something that has been so far away from them, and they're just dabbling their toes in the water. This would not apply. This is for people who are really knowledgeable on esoteric psychological viewpoints. They understand philosophy. They've read hundreds of books. They immerse themselves in YouTube trying to find answers, and this has been going on for more than 1 year. If this has been going on for more than 1 year of you really being so stuck and unable to move forward after doing so many different types of therapies, coaching, reading, making your life about this, then this video is for you, and this channel in general is for you, because it is time to take a new approach and finally move forward in the way that serves us, in the way that we dream of, in what we hope for. It is time. The time is now. No more taking healing into 2024. Healing stops now. We get to be healed today. End of. We get to be healed. You also have to just simply decide, I am healed. Not I'm going to. I'm healed in this moment. A really comforting thing that I say to myself pretty much all day, every day, whenever I'm even just the tiniest little bit stressed, is all is well in all directions of time and space. I am now fully healed. I am fully healed. I am fully healed in all directions of time and space. So say that to yourself all day, every day, and just decide, look, I know life is difficult. Life is difficult for everyone. I am no longer allowing my trauma to dictate my present. This is it. I am moving forward. That's what you have to decide. And no matter how hard it gets, you keep acting from the standpoint of, I'm going in the direction of my dreams. I am acting as my dream self here and now today. I'm making decisions that my dream self would make. I am not acting from this place of trauma anymore. I no longer need to read all these books. I no longer need to throw myself into this world. All I need to do is decide it and move on, right? And I'm not saying that your trauma isn't difficult. There are people honestly, there's certain people have been through things that I cannot even imagine. I know I've been through a lot. There's lots of things that have happened, and we all struggle. It's not about, oh, don't invalidate me. I can validate you all day. It's not going to help you move forward, okay? I can validate you and say how horrible all of that was. You will still be stuck. So I'm not going to be able to heal you. But to end on a softer note, because I felt that my dark feminine energy was taking over a little bit there, from a lighter point of view, getting to that point where you are able to fully decide is a point that is a bit difficult to know when it's coming, because someone can say, oh, just decide, and that can feel very frustrating. Because I remember when I used to hear that and I used to think, well, yeah, if it was that easy, I would do it. It's doing the work to understand what is keeping you here, finding ways to meet your needs in better ways, and slowly committing to the fact that you are no longer available for this world of I'm unhealed, I'm stuck. We have to remove the word stuck from our vocabulary, and we need to decide, look, now I know what is underpinning all of this. I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward, that's it. I'm on the move. Nothing is going to stop me, and that's it. Okay? So, my deepest condolences to you if you are struggling, if everything is really difficult. I know, I've been there. I wish you all the deepest blessed lives. My literal dream is if every single person was empowered, loving their lives, loving themselves, fully healed and embodied in their worthiness. That is my dream, my wish for everybody. And I know that we can all get there. And if you are looking for a more in-depth, step-by-step route to healing, then do get my ebook. I have linked it below. If you like this content, I would highly advise you starting there. I've literally put my soul into this ebook. It has everything in there that you could possibly need that will guide you at the very least towards a path that's going to help you move forward. So do give this video a like, do subscribe, do share, comment your thoughts. I love to hear people's thoughts, so do share. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.